chased it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feels.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rasmussen. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Catch in the middle. It's Rich. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and
he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Orange.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Rich. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense makes a play, and they get their quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He has the first and still on his feet. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The give to the lone running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains from the gun. They'll give it on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And is such just inside that right upright. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Power football with the run. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rasmussen. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up second and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Off the bootleg and rolling out. That's caught. It's Rasmussen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They're setting up the screen. Ball is loose. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Hands it off. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Running back searching for a hole. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Defender miss. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Texas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and short. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down. Thanks to the sideline trying to make it tough to return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Make third down impossible here. He'll sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll try the run. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. He'll do it himself. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This crowd knows when to bring it. He leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Coffee. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Past the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Rich. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. It out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The give out of the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! As they push that lead
rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Temple. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Second down, they'll go to the air. Spins away from the defense. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Just keeps slinging it. Got his man quickly. And they swarm him under. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Swings it out to the flat. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there, and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Got it behind the line. It's Coffee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. How good have they been on 3rd down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and sneaks it in. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Rich. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old duel down from victory formation. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on last year's national champion, the Syracuse Orange. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of... Syracuse will kick off and will be underway. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build.
Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Quickly to the tight end. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense for the first time. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Off the play fake on first down. Working the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Sooners in the hurry-up. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He's got it again. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Sooners are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Off play action. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. The lead is 6 in the 1st. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Syracuse, 0.
And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period.
Syracuse, 0.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Back to pass. Shows him the stiff arm. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete. Got room at the 35. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. From the gun. Give on the inside. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Syracuse. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Flames have managed to tune out this crowd, and that's a reflection on the upperclassmen on this team. They lead by example, and no surprise, here we are. They're trailing by 11 to Liberty.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Singleton.
Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. He'll try to pop the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Rides the back on the option to give. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The play-action fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll leave it with him. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's the handoff. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Send the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They kick it away on 4th down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Unloads quickly. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands. It's Dishman. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You just can't take a sack on second down there in the red zone because that's already been the problem for this offense. They've been having to settle for field goals and not score touchdowns. They have been able to drive the football, just not finishing those drives. And the pass rush of this defense is right now a big reason why.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments.
And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Orange will have to punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of the... Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gonna run it. It's Dishman. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He'll take it himself. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
That keeps the score. Oklahoma 19, Syracuse.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Hands it off on the counter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got him. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell the defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they're going to settle for a field goal attempt here instead of going for it. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. respot the kickoff unit. Set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands. It's Dishman. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they did. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Fires to the right. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. Inside, touchdown, Cuse. The defense with a huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Lining up for the PAT. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. Using his legs, it's Dishman. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throw on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Dishman. And he's going to be decision for this coach. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. Your defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg. Catch in the middle, it's Rasmussen. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. Give to the single back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rasmussen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. He splits the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The Sooners want to move quickly. On the run, it's Dishman. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Runs through the tackle. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Orange with a ton of options available on 2nd and short. Quick handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.